So, you're thinking about moving to Weston, Florida. In today's video, I'm gonna show you around Weston and why it is such a highly desired area with a population of 68,000 people. It's a very wealthy city with the average household income coming in at $122,000. That is according to the census report of 2020. So now as we're heading into 2024, I'm curious to see how those incomes have actually changed. Most likely they've increased due to the inflations in the last recent years. So we're gonna check out 4 different properties. I'm gonna be talking about the different pros and cons of living in Weston, why it's such a highly desired area. And I can tell you right now, one of the cons that you're gonna experience of trying to move to Weston is going to be the competitiveness. It is extremely competitive to be able to come into a property like a very desired property in Weston. I think when I ran the report this morning, there was only about 400 homes for sale. And this is including condos, this is including villas, townhomes, single family homes, and estates, luxury estates. So I can't wait to show you 4 properties, 4 price points, and I'm gonna teach you about the different pros and cons of living in this city. If you are curious about what it's like to live in Weston, Davie, or any other city in Miami, Fort Lauderdale area, any questions that you have, any specific needs, please feel free to reach out. All of my information is in the description below, and I will be more than happy to help you make a smooth move to South Florida. My name is Michael Valencia with Racquet Realty. This is Living in South Florida. I can't wait to show you Weston today. Stay tuned. Hey guys, welcome back to Living in South Florida. So, as I mentioned, we are in Weston today. We're gonna be checking out the first property, and we are currently in the Racquet Club community. The Racquet Club community was built in 1976. It is condos, as you can see behind me. Right now, the least expensive property in all of Weston is actually a 1-bedroom, 1-bath condo with 825 square feet, listed for $280,000. The association is $364 a month, and the taxes are $3,600 per year. It does have a pool, as you can see behind me. The condo will have hurricane impact windows. They have 1 parking spot assigned. There are no restrictions on when you can rent this, so you can buy it and rent it out immediately if you're an investor that's looking to invest in Weston. It has plenty of guest parking around the property. You have 2 golf courses in Weston. Weston is currently 26 square miles big, and you are located 31 miles north of Miami and 18 miles southwest of Fort Lauderdale. So this is a very sought after area for families. The schools are amazing. They're all A-rated schools. Even the private schools are great. The programs that they offer and the sports, just a very family-centric town, or city, I should say. They definitely spend a lot of their taxes back into the city. They reinvested into their infrastructure. The entire area as you're driving around looks great. So this is it, the 1-bedroom condo in Weston, the least expensive property we're gonna be seeing today. Today we're gonna be doing a little bit different. We're gonna be mixing it up with neighborhood tour with pros and cons of Weston. So from here, we're gonna check out a townhouse that's available for sale. We're gonna see a single family house. And at the very end, we're gonna see an entry-level luxury home for $1.5 million. And we're gonna continue to talk about all the facts of Weston. So stay tuned. I'll see you at the next one. All right guys, welcome back. So we're in the second stop of the day. Right now, we are in the Riviera at Weston. We're gonna be looking at townhomes, as I mentioned. We have a 3-bedroom townhouse for $485,000. You're gonna see it right there behind me. So you can see you have 2-story townhomes, and then you have 3-story townhomes. So one of the 3-story townhomes is available for sale at $485,000. The HOA is $235 per month, and the property taxes are $6,300 per year. Insurance on something like this will probably cost you around $3,000 a year right now, just because the insurance premiums have skyrocketed. I talk about that in a lot of my videos. They do have private backyards. This one has 2 parking spots assigned to each home. And again, there's plenty of guest parking at the Riviera. This community has a pool. It is not a gated community. The Racquet Club also was not gated. Anyone can just drive in. So is this one. They do have fenced-in yards. One of the many reasons why Weston is so desired. They have around 15 parks around Weston. I mean, here you go. Here's the entrance. This is what the street looks like. You can see there's people walking, exercising. There's more apartments across the street. These are the cluster mailboxes. So you do have to walk or drive over here to the mailbox to grab your mail, but packages will still be delivered to your front door. So you don't have to worry about having to walk out here and having an Amazon package sitting on top of a cluster of mailboxes. They'll be delivered to your front door. However, your snail mail will be delivered to the cluster mailboxes. So yeah, 15 parks around Weston, plenty of sport complexes. There's plenty of things to keep the kids entertained. There's swimming clubs, all the sports you can name. This is why this city is so desired. Here's the pool. Luckily, there's nobody in the pool and I can record it. And here's the cluster mailboxes. So stay tuned for the next one. We're gonna be checking out one of the lowest priced single family homes in Weston for $510. And after that, we're gonna be checking out the $1.5 million property. Stay tuned, I'll see you at the next one. All right, guys, so as I start making my way to the next property, I'm gonna talk about the cons now. I feel like I've talked about the pros of living in Weston a little too much now, so let me tell you about some of the cons. The cost of living. The cost of living here, they are known for having higher than usual expenses. The property taxes are also higher than normal because, as I mentioned, they do reinvest back into their city. So it shows because the city, the landscaping, everything is so meticulously maintained that it does show pride of living in this city. But obviously that's gonna come with a higher price tag, right? So the cost of living is definitely a little bit higher based on all the expenses that I mentioned before. And this community is called Hampton Lakes. Hampton Lakes is kind of it's an anomaly. It is located in the Weston area, but the municipality kind of belongs to Sunrise. So it is part of Sunrise, that's what your address is gonna say. However, the area is Weston. The kids will go to Weston schools. It's just literally one street over is what you're on the other side of Weston and then on this side of Sunrise, but everything you're gonna use is basically gonna be Weston. All right, so here we're coming up on the single family home that's available in this area for $510,000. It's just under 1,300 square feet. It is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 2-car driveway, 1-car garage. And as you can tell back there, there's plenty of guest parking behind me. So there's definitely a lot of guest parking. As I mentioned, your kids are going to be assigned to Weston schools. Location, excellent. Association fee, let's talk about that a little bit more. Association, this is a group of single family homes, all built in 1990, so they all have shingle roofs. They do have fenced in yards, so you do have a little bit more area to yourself. Association is $265 a month. Oh, I'm sorry, quarterly, not monthly. So it's a little bit more affordable. It is not a closed gated community. They do have a pool, so you do have a pool within walking distance and actually park by the pool. So you're gonna see how far that walk is right now. The property taxes are $7,000. Let's call it $7,200 a year. So taxes are $7,200 a year for a single family. HOA $265 quarterly. Not a closed gated community. Your kids would go to Weston schools, which again is part of the reason why the property taxes are a little bit higher. This one's been on the market for about 7 days. I haven't talked about days on the market for the other two. The condo's been on the market for 50 days. And I know the townhouse has been on the market for just under 30 days. So days on the market in South Florida is starting to increase. South Florida market, just like any other market, is beginning to change as we see interest rates go into the 8%. So please be aware of that. Right now, at the end of the year, it's definitely the time to negotiate. If you're a buyer looking to buy, you can negotiate closing costs, you can negotiate for the seller to buy down your interest rate, you can even negotiate the price right now. So keep that in mind. Here's the pool that I was talking about. Like I said, not a very far walk. And the entire time that I've been talking, that's how long it took me to get here. It is closed gated to the residents only, so it's not like anybody can just drive and come enjoy the pool. But here's what the pool looks like, so you guys can kind of see it. And this also has, even though they're single family homes, you gotta check it out. I'll walk over. Just like the townhouse that we saw earlier, you are going to have a cluster of mailboxes. So your mail will be delivered to the cluster mailboxes, but any packages that you need to be delivered to your house, Amazon, furniture, whatever it may be, they will be delivered to your front door. However, anything else will be here at the mailbox cluster. So again, 3-bedroom, 2-bath. I would consider it a starter home for $510,000, built in 1990. After this, we're gonna go check out the entry luxury home for $1.5 million. I can't wait for you to see it because I kind of love that area. And yeah, we'll talk about another con of living in Weston. Stay tuned. See you there. All right, guys, so welcome back. We made it to the very last stop of the day. Right now, we are in the Bonaventure community. I mean, you got to check out some of these homes. They're just beautiful, beautiful properties. The street is like a picturesque street. Like every home on this street is beautiful. It's quiet. Here, I'll be quiet for a second. It's just a quiet, tranquil place to be. We're going to be coming up on a house that's been on the market just a little over 30 days. I think 32 days total on the market for $1.5 million. I wanted to show you this particular one because it's just in a phenomenal location. It was built in 1980. It features 5 bedrooms, 4 bathrooms, over 4,000 square feet of living space on an expansive 26,000 square foot lot, backed up to a lake. And this house right here behind me, it's backed up to a lake with a 35 by 20 foot pool. It does have a circular driveway. I don't know if you can see it or not. It has a 2-car garage, fenced in yard. It's located literally right across the street from the country club. So you have a golf course literally across the street. Very quiet neighborhood. It is backed up to a lake as well. So you have lake view in the back of the property for even more privacy. This is what the next door neighbor looks like. It's just a beautiful home, beautiful area. And at $1.5 million in Weston, truthfully, it's not a bad price for everything that you're getting. Now, for the very last con of Weston that I mentioned, in the last property I went to, I want to say is the nightlife. Yes, it is a city. It was incorporated in 1996, but there's only a Weston City Town Square that I'm actually going to go check out. That way you guys can kind of see what I'm talking about. But it's not very nightlife oriented, right? It's not like people travel to Weston to come to the nightlife. For that, you're gonna wanna go to Fort Lauderdale. You're gonna wanna go check out Miami if you really wanna make the drive all the way down there. But people don't come here for the nightlife. So for the adult entertainment and nightlife, you are gonna have to travel outside of the city of Weston. As far as everything else, it's basically a suburb, all right? This is where you're gonna wanna come to live. If you want to raise your family, if you want kids to have a great school, if you want to kind of get away from all the city noise and you're looking for a little bit more land, the city of Weston may not be the best place when you're looking for land. Something like this is going to cost you $1.5 million. You can get more land in areas like Cooper City, Davie especially, at a much lower cost. But just wanted to show you because Weston is one of the most highly desired areas of South Florida. And I hope you got to see it. I hope you got to enjoy it as much as I did. Again, I'm gonna show you the town square, so stay tuned for that. Thank you for watching. I'll see you at the next one. All right, guys. So if you're looking to move to Weston, Davie, anywhere in the South Florida region, and you need some guidance, if you have any questions whatsoever about the market or where to live in South Florida based on your specific needs, feel free to reach out. All of my information is going to be in the description below. I look forward to hearing from you. I recently helped out a family that was relocating from Germany, and it was an amazing experience. Can't wait to tell you that story.